used to forge horseshoes, but one day a week, an anvil is used to forge victories here in Indianapolis. And it's been wrong once again at the city's Lucas Oil Stadium, telling us all it is time for football. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Buffalo Bills and the Indianapolis Colts. Matt Prater ready to get this one going. And here we go from Indy. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player and the most exciting player, not just at his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
That one finds Josh Downs. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. First tone of the game for James Cook. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll be first down, Colts.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Another one for Cook. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Rookie T.J. Sanders there on the play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Again, it's Cook. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
As a corner in this league, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
Bills going dime here on 3rd down. Third and long. They're going to throw. Oh, he's going to run for it. He's all the way across midfield, down and inside that 45-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First down, here's Lamar. Finds him over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Second down now, they need 7. Lamar now from the gun. He'll step up, and there he goes. And Lamar doing what he does oh so often, Brock. Sliding in safe after picking up the first.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Colts first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
On the ground, DJ Giddens gets it. And he doesn't get this one very far. Down to only about the 18. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
From the gun, Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. He takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts finish up an excellent opening series. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? It sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Blake Groupie to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Bills nothing.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite at the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Kelsey's got it right side. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
And the Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. The Colts have taken the early lead. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They've got a first to begin the frame. They're going to try and throw it here. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's another Bills. First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
We've set it down from 37. Working on first down. Here's a screen for Achane. And they take him down right along the 30.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Achane from the pistol. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's another Bills. First down. A gain of
You want to
14
drain
yards.
some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
First down, and they go right back to it. He's up again, and he's finally taken down at the 3. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Walker has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard
Okay,
line.
all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. And he has the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills finish off their opening drive. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. All right, partner, one drive in, and we can say this guy's been perfect. 4 passes, no incompletions, and that touchdown to end it.
And you and I both know that incompletion will come eventually. Might not arrive for a while, man. That offense was humming on that opening drive, and they can't wait for their second bite.
Matt Prater for the point after try. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Starting from the 5. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he showed some nice burst on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. Well, Brock, this game, like all of our games this week, one piece of our John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend. A way that the NFL and all of us here at EA Sports honor a legendary figure in the history of this game on a holiday he held dear. So for Brock, myself, everybody on our great EA Sports crew, hope you had an excellent Thanksgiving, everybody, and a great weekend of football. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. It's downfield, he's got it! And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They've got first down here from the 36. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. It's a gain of 22. And it'll be first down Colts.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Lamar back to throw. Here's a screen for Cook. And this is down all the way to the 3. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Four downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. Giddens goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second and goal coming up from the 7. Now it's Lamar. Has it in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
And goal.
Third and goal, they need 3 yards here. Now here's Lamar. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts take the lead just before halftime. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Group B to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts break that tie and now lead by 7.
14. Bills 7.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Ty Johnson now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here comes the Bills offense for their second drive of the game. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. Well, come out throwing. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
and I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Back to the air they go on second down. Short pass brought in. Decent gain here, but short of the first. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Third and a lone yard coming up. They send a man in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on 4th. Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. One drawn up here for Lamar. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Got a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Now here's the Bills offense. They've got it first to begin the third. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. First and 10 from the 32. Second half begins with a run by Achane. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
2nd and 3 now. Now stick with Achane. Continuing to move past the 45. Nice gain there on 2nd down before they get to him, but we also have a flag down, partner, so let's see if this stands. A gain they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Back to throw. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Working now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Taken in by Chase, left side. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Give him 13 on that play. And the Bills have a 1st down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Zone read, they hand it to Achane. This is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Buffalo 1st.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Going to the ground again on first. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
He's going to throw this one. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of third down.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards, but Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. They'll throw 3rd and long. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. So that brings up 4th and long. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Prater puts it through. And they're able to convert despite that errant snap.
Nice to pay off any drive with some points and able to trim the lead slightly there the first time out in the second half. And even if they can't get into pole position, they just want to keep this thing close.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Return coming from the 6. Keeps away from 1. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Here's Lamar. Completed over the middle. And a small gain up to about the 32. Jack Thompson finishing that play off.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. That's the line. He's going to run for it. Escapes the defender. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
26 yards. That's good for a Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Colts who hold the lead. Not a big one, though. Trying to carry this one through the final whistle. So 1st down from the 41. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They'll run it with Cook. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Looking to throw. He finds Adams, complete. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And off from the pistol to Cook. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Lamar now from the gun. Taken in by Downs, left side. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give to Cook, running left. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts now lead by 10. It's a James Cook touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Group B to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts drive their lead to 11.
Colts 21, Bills 10.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He dodged the tackle. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Trying to throw this from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Bills trailing by 11. 1st and 10, looking to throw. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. He's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down. He keeps it and takes off. And there's that slide at the end, Brock. Good decision-making there as he picks up close to 8 on that run.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Looking in the air here. Hits him on the in route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Only 1 timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's 1st and 10. In motion to Waddle over left. H.A. and a 1st down carry. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Setting up to throw. Finds the in route complete. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. He brings it in. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown! I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So the touchdown was only a part of it, Brock. They're going to go for 2 now and try to make this just a field goal game.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Setting up to pass. And they get the 2-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now.
Bills 18.
There it is. They get the 2 that they needed. And now it comes down to, the simple task, Brock, of recovering an onside kick and then gearing your kicker up for a heck of a field goal.
Yeah, but you don't live in that world, Kate, when you're down on that field. You live in the moment right now. You took care of business. You did what you had to do to make this a three-point game. And now it's about executing that onside kick. But you're right, the kicker, he's thinking about his onside kick first and hoping to get this ball so he can boot what would be an incredibly long field goal. Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
The Colts offense set to head out. They're headed out now defending not a two-score lead, just a field goal advantage here. So wondering, Brock, is that going to affect how they approach a chance at closing this one out?
No, I don't think there's any question about it. Yeah, I think if it's a two-score game, it's run, 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 take every second off and punt that ball. Not now. Now you've got to get to the plays that you trust and believe in the most.
No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. The design run, Jackson keeping it. So the Colts get the win at home inside of Lucas Oil. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indy.
The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.